Yeah, that's exactly what I... Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has now become a three-way dance for one contender for the SWA Cruiserweight Championship.
All right, now we've got Scott, who's 1/3 of the elite swingers out here, and he's going to interject himself into this match for the Southern Wrestling Alliance. This is the first card for the SWA fans in, their inaugural show. I think this match is under one fall. This sets up to determine the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. And from a headlock to a hammerlock goes Slim J, and Nick Fury catapults him out of the ring. Jeremy Vane is at ringside. Scotty Smooth sending Nick Fury off the ropes, and Fury with a baseball slide to pursue his man in the chase, and these guys are back in the ring. Slim J hanging on the ropes. Nick Fury takes a big back body drop to the floor. Scotty Smooth goes out as well. Slim J goes airborne and dives out. Finally, we got all three guys back in the ring, and let's see what we're going to come up with here. We got Slim J with a variation of a brain buster onto Nick Fury. Scotty Smooth on the top turnbuckle, awaiting, hits a leg drop, and it connects. Slim J is going to toss Scotty Smooth out of the ring. We got Jeremy Vane going after Scotty Smooth outside. Inside the ring, we have a near fall. We're trying to keep up with everything. This is the first ever show for the Southern Wrestling Alliance. They have quite an impressive lineup here. Slim J is working over Nick Fury in the far corner turnbuckle. Going to send him off for the ride. Right, connecting with a forearm shot. He hits his mark. Scotty Smooth with a low blow on the Slim J. That leaves Fury and Smooth in the ring one-on-one. Vertical suplex. Slim J re-enters the ring. He's going to battle Scotty Smooth. He's got him for a Michinoku driver. That connects. Slim J to the top turnbuckle. Maybe a moonsault, and nobody home. Scotty Smooth had the presence of mind to get out of the way. Jeremy V almost took a shot at Scotty Smooth. On the outside, they're going at it again. In the meantime, Nick Fury has just tried to take Slim J's head off with a martial arts style kick to the top turnbuckle. He's perched and ready. He misses a frog splash. Once again, Jeremy Vane has interfered, taking Scotty Smooth off the apron. Jeremy Vane attacking Nick Fury. Slim J just kicked Nick Fury in the face quite impressively. Oh! Like a victory roll brain buster. That'll do it.
And the winner of the match and the #1 contender for the SWA Cruiserweight gift from Motown, Slim J.
That last action that Slim J did is pretty much X-rated, so we'll just leave it at that. In the meantime, we got Jeremy Vane and Slim J doing a number on the fallen Nick Fury. Once again, Jeremy Vane working over Nick Fury. Scotty Smooth re-enters the ring, but Jeremy Vane socks him, and I don't think he's coming in here to necessarily break this up. No, he's not. All right, Nick Fury taking a pounding. Well, here comes Rick Michaels and one of the Lost Boys to clear out the ring. That's Azrael, one half of the Lost Boys, helped clear out the ring. Looks like Rick Michaels has a few words.
I see the Flag Patrol 301. You're real tough. Well, there's two more of us out here. So why don't you three bring your butts out here right now, and let's do this right now.
Here's Jeremy V on the apron, and Slim J taking a hike. Scotty Smooth also out here. Slim J hits the ring after Scotty Smooth. We got it breaking down in a six-man brawl. Rick Michaels has Slim J up over his head, perched and ready. Released him, and he dropped in a reckless kind of way. It looked nothing short of devastating. Azrael in a number on Scotty Smooth. In the corner, Nick Fury joins in. Jeremy Vane, Scotty Smooth, and Slim J take a run for it.
Now, if you three guys can collect yourselves, later on tonight, you three face to face. Tell me something, Mr. TNA. Do you actually feel like you belong in the same ring with us?
All right, these guys are going to make a run for it. Michaels and Nick Fury at ringside.
How about it, Hendersonville, North Carolina? How about later on tonight we have a little six-man action up in this ring, huh?
Might be setting something up for later tonight.
You want to see a little six-man? Mr. Perfection, James Drake.
Here comes Mr. Perfection, James Drake.
And his opponent tonight, he weighs in at 215 pounds from Blackwood, Alabama. Here is Buckshot Porter.
Buckshot Carter has been introduced, and we hear the reign of Hank Williams Jr. coming throughout the arena.
Buckshot Tucker. This match will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit.
Buckshot Carter makes his way into the ring, and now I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I think he's probably been around 2 or 3 years, and Buckshot probably, no doubt about it, has a whole lot more experience in here than Perfection James Drake. And we got the bell announcing. And Buckshot Carter, a heavy fan favorite, no matter where he goes. Tell you what, real quick, like, I think we might wind up seeing Nick Fury, Azrael, and Rick Michaels battle Slim J, Scotty Smooth. And Jeremy Vane. I'm sitting here trying to think. There's so much chaos going on in that match afterwards. But hey, that's what makes people come out to see this type of thing. That's what it's all about. All action, a little bit of the old stuff, a little bit of the new. It's the Southern Wrestling Alliance. All right, Buckshot Carter has the crowd getting pretty wound up. Perfection James Drake throws Buckshot Carter down. He tried to manhandle him more or less. All right, Buckshot Carter asking for the approval of the fans. All right, Drake with a kick to the midsection. Drake, haymakers, Buckshot Carter. Going to send him for the ride into the far turnbuckle. He hit a splash in that corner turnbuckle. Buckshot Carter went down. Got a lariat and turns Buckshot Carter inside out. We got Drake setting his man up. He turned and twisted with him with a suplex. Cut some sort of flip and hit him with a headbutt. Drake can't quite put Buckshot away. Misses a lariat. Buckshot Carter with a lariat of his own brings the crowd to life. Working him over with several series of punches. Shoots him off in the far corner turnbuckle. Monkey flip, and as usual, Buckshot about blew it. He has the ability to pull that off, but sometimes more often than not quite textbook. But I guess at least he gives an A for effort. All right, he splashed his man in the corner turnbuckle, going to make a cover. Can't quite put Drake away. Perfection, James Drake. It's our first look at him. Tell you what, this is a brand new building up here in Hendersonville. This is the Whitmire Activity Center. Building was founded back in 1999, and it is a real pretty building, relatively new. And from the best I can tell you, it's the first ever wrestling card ever held in this facility in Hendersonville. All right, Perfection James Drake having words with Dale Robinson, the official. Robinson just shoved him down. Now, I'm going to tell you something. you don't want to screw with Dale Robinson because he's wrestled in the past. He's retired. He's went to officiating. All right, a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Buckshot Carter. Unload. Perfection James Drake is stumbling around ringside. Looks like we got Buckshot Carter going out after him. Whipped him into a ring post. And decided to head back in the ring under that bottom rope. Carter going to stomp away on Perfection James Drake. All right, Drake working over Buckshot Carter. Going to set him up for maybe a fireman's. Well, no, get into a power bomb. I thought he was going to hit him with a fall-away slam or a fireman's buster, something like that sort. Changed his mind in midstream. All right, we got Perfection James Drake up to the top turnbuckle, perched and ready. He twists, sort of like some sort of senton or some sort of spiraling lucha libre move, but missed it. Buckshot Carter goes for a famous serve. Drake collapsed under the weight. Buckshot Carter
And the winner of the match, from Blackwoods, Alabama, Buckshot Carter. I was one of the chosen few to be born in Alabama. I'm just like my daddy's son. I'm proud of who I am. I went through a lot of good women.
Perfection James Drake is not in too good of a shape. James Drake can't hardly stand under his own power. Having trouble trying to leave ringside. We're going to have to get some security to assist him.
Oh, well. I don't guess you can be Mr. Perfection all the time, huh? Yep. You'll help me out here just 1 second. As we said, this is the inaugural show of the SWA. So we're still working in the process of crowning our champions. And over the next few shows, these tag team championship straps will be around the waist of some lucky tag team here in the SWA. It could be me and you, Dale Robinson. It could be. Yeah, it fits us just fine. What do you think about that? How about that, Hendersonville? How about Dale Robinson and Jake Bruce?
You guys don't realize these two used to wrestle for a long time.
Speaking of tag team action, let's set up for a tag team event. First of all, introducing at a combined weight of 575 pounds, they hail from Harold Kingdom, Kentucky. They will be accompanied by the sensational Summer. Here is the Lewis Brothers.
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Tag team action says come your way. It's the Lewis Brothers will battle Pretty Twisted. Lewis brothers. And I forgot to mention that it's Norton Lewis's wife.
Here they are, Cruiser, Norton, the Lewis brothers.
Sensational Summer Lewis.
And their opponents tonight, they weigh in at a combined weight of 505 pounds. They hail from Daytona Beach, Florida. Here is Dylan Rage, Will Snap, E. Twisted.
Summer Lewis, the wife of Norton Lewis. We're waiting on Pretty Twisted to make their way down here. Just a moment. Will Snap has been sidelined of late, but come back from he had like an intestinal surgery done on his midsection. Since that time, this is about his third match back in action. In the meantime, Dylan Rage has been...
This match is run ball with a 35-minute time limit.
All right, we're taking a look at a very, very experienced tag team, the Lewis brothers, Cruiser and Norton Lewis. They're going to take on and battle a team that's been together for not very long, but it's a couple of months, maybe under a year. It's Pretty Twisted. That's Dylan Rage and Will Snap. Right off the bat, we got the Lewis brothers Pearl Harbor, and we got a sneak attack job going on. Rage goes into one corner turnbuckle. In the meantime, Will Snap and Cruiser Lewis are doing battle. They almost have a reversal of an Irish whip. Cruiser Lewis reverses things. Cruiser and Norton almost collide, but break it up. Lariats almost connect, and Rage and Snap almost collide. But this time, a pair of collisions on the Lewis brothers. I'll tell you what, that's pretty damn hard to call a series of moves like that. It's because there were so many twists and turns and so much unpredictable action going on. But this goes to show that Rage and Snap have scouted the much more experienced team of the Lewis brothers in this matchup. Will Snap all of a sudden signaling the old Hulkamania, let me hear what you think about it. It might be something he want to drop from his repertoire in the future. All right, Norton Lewis sent for the ride. Comes off with a tackle up and over his man. Will Snap with a hip toss. Cruiser Lewis comes in, takes a hip toss as well. Lewis brothers heading out for higher ground to the side to think it over. There's Norton conferencing with Summer Lewis. Cruiser Lewis, who is the more maniacal of the two, still walking around. Here's Cruiser and Norton on the apron. Will Snap and Dylan Rage conferencing. Dylan Rage asking for a test of strength. Dylan Rage might be put together pretty well, but I'm going to tell you what, when it comes to just pure muscle, that's Norton Lewis. Somebody don't know that raw muscle versus muscle in the gym, that's a totally different kind. All right, we got a variation of a fireman's carry. Norton Lewis kicked him out. He landed on top of him. Rage did in a lateral press. Norton Lewis comes in, takes an arm drag. Wheel snap just sends Cruiser Lewis outside the ring. We hear a little bit of a rain of music, and I don't know what that's all about. We got the Lewis brothers getting ready to do battle. It's pretty twisted. All right, Dylan Rage and Norton Lewis having an exchange. Rage comes up with an elbow smash, hits with a leg drop. Dylan Rage kicks Norton Lewis while he's down. Rage going up to the second turnbuckle. Prepared and ready to launch. Oh, that's Summer Lewis shaking those ropes. As a result, Dylan Rage totally loses his footing. Norton Lewis with a vertical snap suplex. Lewis brothers make a tag. Dylan Rage a little bit shook up. I tell you what, when Summer Lewis is ringside, she's very unorthodox. Somebody you got to watch at all times. You never know when she's going to interfere, when she's going to interject, and things of that nature. Cruiser Lewis with a forearm shot onto the side of the face. Dylan Rage, Will Snap needs to regain his composure as Cruiser Lewis continuously tries to bait him in the ring, and thus far has done it well. Double tackle onto Dylan Rage. We got an open hand thrust chop. Norton Lewis, Dylan Rage in trouble. We know that the tag team titles are going to be decided in the future. This match is not a match for those titles. Norton Lewis lighting Rage up, but these two will more than likely be in the running for those belts. All right, let's take a look. We're in a blind spot as Summer Lewis has done a number on Dylan Rage. Cruiser Lewis just stomped him in the head. Well, you got a little bit of a clearer picture. That's Cruiser Lewis going to throw him right back in the ring. Norton Lewis with an uppercut shot through the jaw. Cruiser Lewis has been tagged in. The Lewis brothers attack Dylan Rage, showing their double teaming expertise. Will Snap is beside himself. He's really losing his cool. Dale Robinson's trying to get him out of the ring, and Dylan Rage is inching his way over for that tag that he needs so bad. I don't think Will Snap really realizes that by losing his composure, he's doing more damage than good to Dylan Rage. All right, Dylan Rage has a burst of adrenaline, attacking Cruiser Lewis. He's inches away from the tag to Will Snap. There was a tag. There was a tag. In the meantime, Robinson was tied up with Norton Lewis. Robinson can't call a tag. In the meantime, the Lewis brothers do a number on Dylan Rage. It looks like Summer Lewis may have passed Norton Lewis some sort of object. martial arts style. Norton Lewis is out to lunch on the side of Dylan Rage's head. Will Snap losing his cool as he tries to enter the ring. Double back body drop. Lewis brothers doing a number on Pretty Twisted. Right now, Dylan Rage still in dire desperation needs the tag to Will Snap. All right, Norton Lewis tags in. Cruiser and Norton Lewis doing a number on Dylan Rage. Got a body slam. Norton Lewis perched up to the second turnbuckle. Misses an elbow smash. Will Snap is trying to get the crowd pumped up as he's still wanting that tag. Norton Lewis approaches, tags out, and Will Snap also tags in. In the meantime, Will Snap doing a number on the Lewis brothers. Got a question, is this man 100% or not? We got all four men brawling at the same time in the ring. Snap and Cruiser Lewis going at it. Dylan Rage and Norton Lewis going at it. Dale Robinson may be close to losing control here. Well, here's Summer Lewis on the apron. Wow, she just took Dylan Rage and worked him over in the worst kind of way ever. Will Snap off the ropes. He hits with a spear. He hit with a spear. He's going up for the moonsault. This is what he likes to hit. He does. He connected. Dale Robinson has been heavily interfered with as Summer Lewis interferes. Norton Lewis has a knuckle duster in his hand. He clocks Will Snap.
And the winners of the match, Norton and Cruiser Lewis brothers, accompanied with sensational Summer.
Totally controversial finish. It will be the Lewis brothers who get the duke. What have we got here? Jake Bruce. Jake Bruce is arguing with the Lewis brother. I think Jake Bruce might be on the verge of getting knocked out.
Shut up and listen for about 2 seconds. Next time SWA brings this show back to Hendersonville, both of y'all, please, you listen to me when I'm talking to you. You keep son of bitches. Next time both of y'all show up in Hendersonville for SWA, there's no #1 contender. How about Jake Bruce permission to make it a shot at the title, put the title up? It's you two guys against the best tag team in the SWA. If you big boys have the balls to bring it. How about that, Hendersonville? Will that work? And Jake Bruce, and we worked that out. And next time, let's do it the right way. These people don't want to see some cheap pieces of crap like this. No DQ. No DQ. No DQ. No DQ. Hendersonville, North Carolina. The next time the SWA is in this arena, how about the Cruiser brothers over here, Norton and Cruiser, the Lewis brothers, taking on Pretty Twisted, tag team action, no DQ. Anything goes.
Looks like we're asking for a title match on the next show. These titles are currently vacant. And the Lewis brothers take a few shapering.
Impromptu, no disqualification. Let's do it right now.
Oh, he's asking for an impromptu no disqualification match. This match, though, is officially over. The Lewis brothers get the win.
You people ain't paid enough damn money to see us wrestle twice in one night. Now get on up in my car, we'll snap your damn neck. All right. All right, the match is now signed. The next time the SWA is right here at the Whitmire Activity Center, and it will be the Lewis brothers versus Pretty Twisted, no disqualification, anything goes. And oh yeah, one other little thing that Commissioner Jake Cruz is going to add, Sensational Summer will be barred from the ring.
Hardcore action. Here comes Law with a black mask. He's bringing out a barbed wire baseball bat.
Second opponent in this match, he hails from right here in Hendersonville, North Carolina. He weighs in at 175 pounds. Here he is, Tattoo.
Making his way down here is Tattoo, who has his fist taped up.
And the third member of this hardcore three-way match, he is hailing from the elements of darkness. He weighs in at 250 pounds. Here is Viper.
Here comes Viper with a bunch of objects. We already got Law and Tattoo in the ring. Viper making his way in.
shows with a 45-minute time limit.
All right, we got Tattoo and Law in the ring, and Viper's down here at ringside. He's got a kendo stick and a trash can full of stuff. Hardcore rules. We got a triple lockup. All three men go down. We got Law and Tattoo gonna go at it. Viper has like a cookie sheet, and he just wiped both guys out. Law and Tattoo double teaming Viper. Double lariat, misses, the double drop kick hit. Tattoo with a drop kick, it barely hits that cookie sheet right into Law's face. Trash can full of objects goes right in the ring. Tattoo cracks Law across the back. Objects all over the place in the ring. I see a smaller trash can being thrown in the ring. I don't know what all Viper's brought. He's got a ladder. He's got a ladder. Law and Viper going at it on the outside. Viper takes several shots from a cookie sheet. Tattoo can't pin Viper yet. Viper has a miniature trash can. He just cracked both men in the head. This is, man, this is hard to watch. There's so much going on, so much action. He just rang Law's bell with that merciless shot. Got a kendo stick across his back. Viper has Tattoo in trouble. He's setting that garbage can between those ropes. Gonna send him, whoa. It didn't work. Tattoo reverse thing. He takes the trash can lid across his back. Again across the back, and I'm a little bit shocked. Law had a barbed wire baseball bat. Now he's got a kendo stick. He just took Tattoo out on the side of the head. Viper elbow smashes Law in the top of the head. Viper has a guitar, and it just exploded. It just exploded over Law's head. I'm wondering if Law can continue. Tattoo, I think, took a piece of that exploded right into the side of his face as well. Law throws Viper outside. Law's got the barbed wire baseball bat. He's grinding it right in the face. of Viper. Tattoo's coming over that way with a kendo stick. Tattoo just clocks him in the back. Tattoo rolls under that bottom rope. Re-enter the ring. He's got a chair. It looks like it's been through every wrestling show since the days of Luthez. Law has a trash can lid. He just threw it right out of the ring. It almost hit someone at ringside. He just atomic drop. Tattoo balls first across the chair. Viper is bleeding. Crimson coming out of the top of his head. A DDT from Viper. Viper not yet wearing the crimson mask. Viper stomps Law. Barbed wire baseball bat on the Law several times. The trash can, the ladder go down, tumbling at ringside. Viper has the barbed wire baseball bat on the forehead of Tattoo. I'll tell you what, this is just downright sickeningly gruesome. Viper is trying to wedge that trash can. Free, yeah, he's trying to loosen it. Tattoo is bleeding. And in the worst way ever. He has a wooden chair against, Law has a wooden chair outside the ring. Double axe handle. Law just stomps Tattoo in the corner with the chair. He has a golf club, and he just waylaid in several times. Take a look at Tattoo's face. In no shape to really continue. Law with the kendo stick cracks Viper. Now he's got Tattoo with the stick and also a Russian leg sweep. Law goes down. Viper cracks Law in the side several times. Does a number on him. Tattoo is bleeding all over the place. He can hardly hold a chair. He's got Law set up with the chair down low and drop kicked him. Tell you what, Tattoo, he needs assistance out of here. Viper snap suplex. We got that rusty old ladder in the ring. Kind of wonder where Viper goes shopping. Worst looking chair I ever saw. Old relic of a ladder. Both guys brawling on a ladder. That being the two bleeding bodies of Viper and Tattoo. And oh, like a power bomb from Viper off the ladder. He tried to like a sunset flip. I think Viper may have almost hurt himself in the meantime. Law with the kendo stick. Works Viper over. Law is choking Viper. Kendo stick. Tattoo attacks. Brunt of the blow goes on to Viper. Right in the legs. A shot. Law with a trash can over the top of Viper's head, doing a number on him. And this is so violent. This is like sickeningly violent. A lot of fans may like this, but this is really not what I would say is my cup of tea. Tattoo turned upside down in the tree of woe. Viper hits that ladder. Thank goodness the ladder didn't hit anyone at ringside. Law drop kicks Tattoo. But I mean, Viper, Tattoo is nearby. This is so confusing. Viper has Law with a DDT. Law just goes down and Tattoo is working over Viper in the corner. Both of these guys are bleeding profusely. Viper with a shot across the back. Viper working over Law in the back with a kendo stick. Double foot stomp across the top of his head. Tattoo is bleeding like something fierce. I know I've said that repeatedly, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody look in any kind of worse kind of shape. Viper going to the top, perched and ready. He missed a leg drop. He missed a leg drop. Tattoo sent for the ride. Tattoo and Law hit Viper on opposite sides with drop kicks. Law is launched out. Tattoo has Viper inside of a trash can. Tattoo elbow smashes Viper, who's inside the trash can. This is just absolutely sickening. Law takes several shots with a cookie sheet. Viper takes several shots with a cookie sheet. Finally, he collapsed. Law is getting beat down, but he's trying to fight back, but he can't. Tattoo, probably out of exhaustion, goes down. Some sort of like a little trash can lid just hit Tattoo from Viper. All three of these guys, they can't keep this tone up. We're almost at the 14-minute mark. All three of these guys look like they can barely stand up. Dale Robinson thinks that several are knocked out.
Hendersonville North Carolina, Tattoo!
Tattoo comes to his feet. The other men are down. They can't answer the 10 count. Tattoo can. I know that there's a place for hardcore wrestling, but this kind here, I have absolutely no desire to see anything looking like this again. Viper. Viper just collapsed.
Let's go, Hendersonville. Let's give it up for all three of these guys.
All right, we got the bringers of death in the ring.
And their opponents tonight. First, from Hunting Hills, New Orleans, Louisiana, here is a Wicked. And Wicked's team partner, he hails from Detroit, Michigan. He weighs in at 275 pounds. He's the big bad mother trucker, Mac Truck.
All right, Wicked and Mac Truck take on the bringers of death.
This match is one fall with a 45-minute time limit.
Tell you what, I don't know exactly what's up with Wicked, but very, very unusual individual. I do know that he and Mac Truck are set to battle the bringers of death in this matchup. Who had the bell signal? We're at our fifth match in the card. We've got more action still to come. All right, Mac Truck with a power slam and a fall-away slam. Truck sending. That's Thug into the ropes. That's Thug and Morbid. Thug is the bald-headed one. Thug takes an arm wringer. Wicked comes in with a shot. tell you what, I'm trying to keep my facts straight. And we got Mac Truck tagging in. Mac Truck going to do a number on Morbid. I don't know that you could call either of these teams fan favorites for that matter. I just know this is unbridled violence. And it looks like to me Morbid has lost the shirt sleeve. Black Truck with an elbow smash. Covers his man. Thug trying to get in there. An arm wringer by Truck onto Morbid, and Wicked comes in. Wicked with the elbow smash. All right. Wicked with an arm wringer and a pair of elbow smashes. He's got some sort of arm lock. I don't know what you call that. Oh, it looks like it hurt. Sort of like a Rings of Saturn. Thug is on the apron as Morbid has just been in bad shape from this point forward. Mike Truck comes in on the Morbid as he and Wicked tag out. Elbow smash off the second rope. Mac Truck has the Morbid set up for a vertical suplex. And after a lot of hang time, he drops him. Truck with a leg drop. Almost three. Didn't get the job done. Wicked tags in and Morbid is in trouble. Got an elbow smash to the top of the head. Famouser. That is a famouser. Wicked's going to cover Morbid. We only got a count of one. All right, now we got a reversal of an Irish whip and a lariat. Morbid goes down, as does Wicked from the collision. Morbid has Wicked and he sends him into the rope. Thug with a knee right into the back. We have a collision. Wicked gets his leg worked over. Now he's got an arm lock onto the leg. He's got him hooked. He's got him locked. Turns him over to a single leg Boston Crab. Mac Truck's going to try to interfere. Morbid coming off the rope. Turns in the air with an elbow smash. Nice looking one too. Thug comes in. Bringers of Death doing a number on Wicked's leg. He's got his man locking a standing ankle lock from the front position with a martial arts kick into the back of the leg. Wicked goes into the turnbuckle. Morbid holding Wicked. Mac Truck comes in. He's complaining heavily. Wicked getting worked over by Thug and Morbid. Truck with a suplex on the Wicked. He's got him in a leg lock. Top style maneuver. Thug has him in a front leg lock. He's got him and he's going to drop his ankle across his knee. He's trying to turn the ankle right out of place. Drops a knee drop. Morbid's tagged in, and Wicked is in a world of trouble with that leg. Double team, stomped on. They tried to take the ankle and the knee away. Bringers of Death evidently had some sort of strategy going into this. All right, Morbid with a lariat and a high leg drop. Covers his man, 1-2. All right, Wicked goes into the corner turnbuckle. Mike Truck comes in. We got the Bringers of Death doing a double team on the Wicked in the corner. Wicked sent for the ride. DDT, and things go awry with that DDT. Morbid's on the canvas. Wicked is too. Both of these guys need a tag. Wicked's leg gives away. Morbid stomps Wicked several times. Morbid goes into a driving his weight right into the inside of the thigh for a variation of a leg lock. Wicked gets stomped on. Thug comes in. Got the leg lock again. Trying to turn him over for a single leg Boston Crab. It has a front chancery, switches it over to a front face lock. Looked like a Uranagi suplex, otherwise known as a rock bottom. Thug misses a lariat. Wicked comes up with a super kick. Wicked takes a shot. Thug is down. Wicked is down. Both men. A lot of trouble. Morbid comes in, runs into Max Truck. Max Truck making the Bringers of Death in trouble. Thug goes off the apron. Morbid for the ride into the rope. Side suplex. Max Truck decides this is not it. He's up, he's got Morbid. I don't know what he decided there. Wicked with a reverse DDT into a stunner, but he hurt his leg. Back Truck with a choke slam. Back Truck is Wicked.
Wicked and the big bad mother trucker, Matt Truck!
Truck and Wicked get the win. Truck and Wicked get the two. Max Truck inviting the Bringers of Death back into the ring. They decide not to take him up on that. comes the Insomniac, the man who never sleeps. Making his way down to ringside. Of late, he's been making his rounds in the
From Berkeley, the Insomniac.
independent circuit.
And his opponent, he weighs in at 240 pounds. He hails from Shelby, North Carolina. Here he is, Flying Rex Rumble.
They're all very cute and adorable, as all puppies are. But in this lair, there is one special puppy. This story is about him.
Insomniac will battle Rex Rumble.
Have you ever seen me?
Flying Rex Rumble. This is one fall with 45-minute time limit.
All right, Rex Rumble, we've seen him in various independent organizations before in the past. Will battle the Insomniac, who, for the record, Insomniac trained and wrestled, graduated from the Jeff Hamrick School of Pro Wrestling and New Blood Championship Wrestling. We'll be covering that organization next week in Forest City. And Hamrick, like I said, he has a very successful school in that area. And Rumble has, of course, been competing in that group, that organization, and many or the other organizations around the Carolinas of lately as well. The Insomniac, the man who never sleeps, drives a knee and a punch to work over Rex Rumble. Insomniac is almost like a robot. He doesn't care whether the fans cheer him or boo him or who he wrestles against. If you need help, he will be there for hire. Insomniac with a lariat. So I guess you could say this man is somewhat like a vigilante, I guess. A man who makes up his own laws, his own rules. He's got Rex Rumble throat first over that middle row. Choked him. Choking Rex Rumble over that middle row. The Insomniac doing a number on Rumble. This is a lariat and a back elbow. Rex Rumble with a spinning kick, telling him to get up. He drop kicked him. Arm drag. Rumble decides to take it back a little bit to the basics of wrestling. Crowd getting behind Rumble. Insomniac doing a number onto Rumble's face, and now he's going to hit him with a side suplex. Insomniac complaining about the count. Insomniac stepping on Rumble's chest there. Oh, I had to check with this, but I think the return date here for the Southern Wrestling Alliance is November the 9th. You guys may want to, if you're in the Hendersonville area, check it out. The Whitmire Activity Building. All right, Rex Rumble chops the Insomniac right in the chest. And he unloads again. Suplexes the Insomniac. All right, he just covered him. Couldn't put him away. Rumble to the top. An elbow smash. Went 3/4 across the ring. Count of 2. Insomniac all of a sudden puts a stop to Rumble's attack. Insomniac has Rumble down. He's standing on his hair and he's pulling him by the wrist. I'll tell you what, that's something real painful. And I'll tell you what, the Insomniac is really dealing out the pain tonight. He just drove his knee into Rex Rumble's throat. Insomniac working Rumble over in the corner. Has his foot up against his chest. Rumble is in trouble, but as Insomniac stops the jaw in the crowd, Rumble gets his breath and comes back with a second win. Rumble with a standing drop kick. The Insomniac tries to break his fall, but goes up under that middle rope to the floor. He tried to break it by grabbing the middle rope. He couldn't quite do it. Rumble on the apron, dove out with a lariat. Pretty much we could see it, but they're way on the other side of the Whitmire Activity Building. Rumble with a leg drop on the Insomniac onto the apron. Rumble going to the second, now the third turnbuckle. Drop kick. And it connected. Rumble has the Insomniac in trouble. Rumble setting the Insomniac up. Power bomb. Insomniac kicks out. He gets his shoulder up. Rumble has the Insomniac to his feet and just hit him with a punch. Insomniac with an eye gouge and a punch of his own. Insomniac coming back with an attack. He almost stumbled over Rumble. I don't think he anticipated Rumble to go down so fast. Insomniac hits with a leg drop. Goes to the second turnbuckle, and he misses a splash. Rumble had the presence of mind to move out of his larger foe's flying splash. Rumble, swinging neck breaker, hits his man. Rumble goes up to the top. There he hits the leg drop. That'll do it. Insomniac looks like he might have been knocked a little bit silly in there. Dale Robinson's checking on him. Rex Rumble gets the win. Up next, we're going to have the main event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that also on October the 26th in Columbus, North Carolina, at the Stern School Gym, Third Rock Wrestling will be putting up a show. Bell time is at 8 p.m. That's 10:26, Columbus, North Carolina. And now, for the main event. Are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? This is a match that you wanted, Hendersonville. It is a six-man tag team match. Introducing the first team, weighing in at a combined weight of 685 pounds, here is Slim J, Jeremy Vane, and Scotty Smooth.
The crowd seems a little bit drained as I'm sure they're going to be brought back to life in just a moment. As our main event has been turned into a six-man tag team match.
Weighing in at a combined weight of 785
just a brawl afterwards. Rick Michaels.
This match is one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
Rick Michaels and Azrael came out to even that up. And congratulations to Rick Michaels, most recently appearing this past week for NWA Total non-stop action on pay-per-view. The Jerry Jarrett, longtime promoter of wrestling, formerly of Memphis wrestling fame, bringing his genius back to the wrestling scene. And Michaels this past week debuted on pay-per-view. So Michaels will join forces with Azrael.
Let's go, Hendersonville. You wanted this match.
One of the Lost Boys. We've seen them in action
North Carolina.
before.
I can't hear you.
Azrael and Gabriel. Took like a karate shot to the shoulder blade and ran halfway across the Whitmire Activity Building. He said he thought he almost broke his shoulder blade. All right, the bell has sounded. We haven't got quite too deep in this match, so for just a moment, fans, we're going to take a minute just to briefly change tape. Fans, apologize for the pause. I'm having some technical difficulties down here at ringside. In the ring, we've got Michaels and Jeremy Baines in the starting line. And evidently, Jeremy Baines complaining about something. Maybe getting his bell rung. I would anticipate this to be probably a little bit of a lengthy match under six-man tag team rules. All right, we got Rick Michaels doing a number on Jeremy Baines, sending him for the ride. Hits the hip toss, arm drag, standing drop kick, hits with precision. He just nailed Jeremy Baines. Jeremy Baines takes a big back body drop. Rick Michaels like with a hammerlock and a reverse Russian leg sweep. I've never seen that before, but it looked like it just about killed Jeremy Baines. Michaels with a snapmare, kicks him in the back of the head. Azrael comes in with a martial arts kick. Azrael with a martial arts kick to the side of the face of Jeremy Baines. Jeremy Baines goes down. Baines goes into the corner turnbuckle. Jeremy Baines tried to block a kick, but got kicked right down. Azrael with, a third one echoed throughout the arena here. Rick Michaels with a big elbow smash as he comes in. Super kick. Looked like it just clobbered Jeremy Baines. Slim J goes off the apron from a blow. Scotty Smooth jumped off the apron in a retreat. Scotty Smooth runs into a military press. He's saying, no, no, no. Rick Michaels, rather than taking him over, throws him the other way. Several knife-edge chops. Scotty Smooth collapsed when he seen a third one headed his way, because he doesn't want any more of those. All right, Nick Fury comes in with a lariat. Fury to send Scotty Smooth for the ride. Hip tosses Scotty Smooth. He missed like a somewhat of a shooting star press. Nick Fury tags him right in the chest with two knife-edge chops. Jeremy Vane tags out. Slim J comes in. Nick Fury with a kick right to the side of his face. Azrael comes in. Azrael working over Slim J. Azrael with a tackle, up and over his man. Leapfrog, tried for a body scissors, almost an arm drag, but it got broke up. Azrael, forearm uppercuts into the arm, a kick to the back, another swinging kick to the face. Does a number on him in the worst kind of way you could imagine. Azrael has Slim J set for the ride, who reverses. Big splash in the corner. Lariat and a neck breaker. Rick Michaels comes in, sends Slim J. Misses a lariat, misses a backhand elbow. Has his man like a body slam. Slim J reaching for the tag, but couldn't do it. Rick Michaels just threw him forward, face first. He released and threw him right into Azrael, who dumped him like trash. I don't know what you call that, but he did. He spiked him right into the mat. Got Slim J up on his shoulders, and he threw him off, but rather than pancaking him, he threw him off on his back. Incredible. Nick Fury makes the cover. Fury with a martial arts kick on to Slim J. Sending him for the ride. Missed the lariat, but Slim J held on. He's got him in a front face lock. Hooks the leg into a